At 15 years old, you can work at Little Caesars, Target, Walmart, wherever you want. You can begin making money for a company and you'll be paid for the work and time you put in. But an 18-year-old collegiate basketball player can generate billions of dollars for the NCAA and not receive a penny in return. College basketball players have a lot of responsibilities, both on and off the court. College basketball players work day in and day out. And what do they get in return? Absolutely nothing. A college basketball player must maintain a certain GPA to even be deemed eligible to play college basketball. So that means they must spend numerous hours studying and preparing for tests and quizzes to make sure to get a good enough grade in the classes to pass. A college basketball player on top of that must also study film and work out to stay in tip-top shape and be mentally prepared to play in the games. For years, college basketball players have been exploited by the NCAA and also put everything on the line for absolutely nothing. In April 2006, the NCAA signed an 8-year, $8.8 billion extension of its TV rights with CBS and Turner Sports for the annual March Madness men's basketball tournament. 8 years, $8.8 billion. That don't even account for the rest of the games of the season. That's just one tournament, and the NCAA was able to generate that much money. The players fund the NCAA. They're the cash cows, the foundation of the NCAA. They're the ones who produce all the money. They're the ones who the audience and fans pay to come see. Their images and names are being used to market the NCAA for this tournament. What's even more shocking is the coaches. The coaches are the ones, they're not the ones out there producing the wins. They're not the ones out there putting in all the hard work, but they're the ones getting paid also. According to Everhart and Anassi of the Southern Journal of Business and Ethics, Division I coaches of several teams are paid millions of dollars per year to coach, just to coach. Also, Darren Burrell of ESPN also reported that the NCAA generated $129.4 million in ticket revenue and $60 million in marketing rights for the 2017 fiscal year. All that money produced. College universities don't know what to do with the money. They spend $1 million on scoreboards, workout facilities, but yet still not give none of the money to the players to compensate them for all the work and hours they put in. As I mentioned earlier, NCAA players risk everything for nothing. At any given moment, an NCAA player's career can be over. They can suffer an injury and never be the same player again and have no financial security. This was on display in February 21st, 2019, when Zion Williamson and the Duke Blue Devils took on the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. This game was highly anticipated. ESPN had trackers counting down to the moment of this game. Even Barack Obama himself came out in attendance for this game to see Zion Williamson play. According to USA Today, this game got so big that last-minute tickets for the game was quickly approaching Super Bowl level prices. Imagine that, college players generating Super Bowl level prices, creating the same revenue as the NFL Super Bowl. Come to find out, this game almost cost Zion his career. Zion had a shoe malfunction in the first 30 seconds of the game and bust through a shoe, caused him to fall awkwardly on his knee. This injury was very significant because what made Zion so special was his athletic ability, and without his knees, he would not be the same player. Luckily for him and his family, he was able to return later in that season and still play basketball. Another famous college basketball player who suffered an injury during college is Michael Porter Jr. Coming into college, Porter Jr. is regarded as a top prospect in the nation. That all changed very soon when Porter suffered a back injury, causing him to miss all but 3 games in his collegiate career. This injury caused Porter to even slip in the NBA draft, causing him to miss out on extra money. Now imagine if he went undrafted, a top prospect in high school, getting injured in college, but playing for free and not making any money, no financial security for him and his family. But the most gruesome injury happened on March 31st, 2013, when Kevin Ware suffered an injury trying to block a shot. He came down awkwardly and suffered an open fracture of tibia in his right leg. His bone was visibly sticking out through his skin. Now imagine you being him on the ground laying there, knowing your career is coming to an end, knowing that all the hard work, effort that you put into everything, you won't receive a single penny for all the time you put in. Only thing Kevin Ware got is a bunch of tweets from his teammates and friends offering him support about the injury. He didn't receive nothing from the NCAA. And imagine being his family. Imagine being home, knowing your dreams are coming to an end. To conclude with this speech, I would just like to say that something needs to change. The NCAA need to pay these players. The players have been exploited for many years, and they risked everything for absolutely nothing. The players have no financial security. Their family no financial securities. The players put in all this time and hard work for what? To make money for the NCAA? NCAA is steady using their names and their images for their own good, for their own benefit and own purpose. If it's anybody else, if this was you, you wouldn't be paid for the work you put in, the time you put in. We have seen throughout U.S. history, many people went to court and sued over not being paid for the work they put in. So why shouldn't players be able to receive the same amount of respect and receive money for all the time they put in?